One more time for His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, represented by Barrister.
The theme for talks on day 2 of the 5-day summit borders on opportunities and challenges of oil and gas investment in Africa. Dr. Folashade Yemieson, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Petroleum Resources, sets the ball rolling.
The summit represents Nigeria's contribution to the quest for a sustainable platform for global industry players to come to Africa in the interest of the oil industry. It is designed to be Africa's largest and most important industry platform and linkage to the world, where engineering and technological breakthroughs will meet other developmental and economic diversification initiatives. It will potentially bring economic benefits, generate employment, and expand businesses in Nigeria and Africa. It is hoped that this platform, which has brought together stakeholders cutting across the industry, will deepen existing partnerships.
Still standing on existing protocol.
Goodwill messages toe same line, maximizing the opportunities in the oil and gas industry in Nigeria and dealing with challenges through sophisticated and implementable policies.
As an investor, Chevron is in Nigeria for the long term and in Africa for the long term. And we strongly believe in the collective prosperity of this great nation and the stimulation of this economy. Coming at such a critical time in the challenging global economic outlook, this summit provides an opportunity to meet, network, share ideas on ways forward towards sustainable growth in the Nigerian economy and across Africa.
Total, in fact, has been partnering in Nigeria for 65 years with activities both in upstream and in the downstream segment of the industry. Our ambition in Nigeria is not only to produce oil and gas, but also to contribute to deliver energy to the country in a safe, reliable, and affordable manner. Total is committed to Nigeria, and we are demonstrating this commitment through our investments in Egina project, of course, but also our investments with an NPC in our joint venture, particularly to supply gas to the domestic market.
It is high time that African countries collaborate and trade amongst each other, not only in terms of oil and gas, but in other key sectors. One of the key takeaways from an event of this nature is the networking opportunities and the strategic partnerships we make to better not just our industry, but also our respective economies. No one will do it for us. The onus lies on us to do for ourselves. I have full confidence that the discussions and interests alike will stir up strategies and actionable items that will crystallize into a veritable roadmap for our industry and indeed our energy future.
Even though the government's policies are towing the line of diversification of the economy with the non-oil sector in mind, but the oil and gas sector remains a major revenue for Nigeria. The country must then respond dynamically to reposition the national economy, ramp up production, reduce costs, foster efficiency, and boost the non-oil contribution to export earnings and government revenue.
For sure, petroleum is one of the key catalysts of the African development. In some countries, in Africa, for example, oil and gas represent more than 70% of the national income. The time has come for Africa to voice its role in securing and stabilizing petroleum supply to meet the world's energy requirements for global economic growth and development. For simple statistics, if Africa was to be considered as one producer, for sure our continent will challenge Saudi Arabia, the United States of America, and Russia. This is the reason why Africa must have a common response to global oil and gas challenge. Accordingly, the African response to global petroleum challenge can be achieved through regional cooperation in the whole petroleum chain value, contribute to the understanding of the energy situation and policies of member countries with a view to meet national energy needs. Concluding my words, I would like to stress the importance of enhancing levels of cooperation among all concerned parties, including energy producers and consumers, the owners of advanced technology, financial institutions, and policymakers, to promote a just exchange of benefits and mutual interest, thereby achieving a state of genuine partnership based on unified targets and objectives. I wish pleasant discussion and success to the overall summit.
Oil is an essential building block for economic growth, especially in our own part of the world. Throughout its history, our resource has stimulated development, prosperity, as well as social mobility. Indeed, oil has played a pivotal role, lifting hundreds of millions of people out of poverty. Put simply, oil has fueled our current civilization. We are emerging, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, from a dark and painful chapter for our industry. However, with the declaration of cooperation providing an anchor of stability, a new page is being written, one which has the interest of producers, of consumers, and the global economy at heart. With the OPEC-non-OPEC strategic partnership fulfilling its responsibilities and Nigeria playing a leadership role, such as the one we have seen in the last 2 years, one cannot help but brim with confidence that working together we can achieve a better tomorrow.